And U.S. President Trump has arrived at The Hague in the Netherlands to attend the NATO Summit. Now, this year's meeting is in the spotlight as the U.S. leader has repeatedly been critical of the alliance's lack of defense spending. Our Seung-jae has more.
U.S. President Donald Trump arrived at The Hague on Tuesday and began his official activities for the North Atlantic Treaty Organization Summit. Leaders and officials from 32 countries, including President Trump, are scheduled to hold a plenary session of the North Atlantic Council on Wednesday local time, with a press conference scheduled for later that afternoon. The joint statement of this year's summit is expected to include an agreement that all member countries will eventually spend 5% of their GDP on defense, something the U.S. leader has been pushing for. Meanwhile, NATO Secretary General Mark Rutte said on Tuesday that he has no doubt that the U.S. is committed to NATO's Article 5 Mutual Defense Clause. The comment came as Trump raised renewed doubts about his willingness to protect U.S. allies. When asked by a reporter on his way to The Hague whether he's still committed to Article 5, which states that an armed attack against one or more of its members would be considered an attack against all NATO member states, he gave a rather ambiguous answer.
It depends on your definition. There's numerous definitions of Article 5, you know that, right? But I'm committed to being their friends. You know, I've become friends with many of those leaders, and I'm committed to helping them.
Trump has, however, decided not to attend a special meeting with the Indo-Pacific 4 or IP4 countries, including South Korea. According to NATO officials, the U.S.-NATO IP4 meeting scheduled for Wednesday has been changed to a NATO IP4 format. One official said Trump's non-participation was due to scheduling issues. Meanwhile, with a major focus on NATO's defense spending this year, UK Prime Minister Keir Starmer has pledged to meet the target of 5% of the UK's GDP by 2035. All NATO member countries are also expected to agree to spending 3.5% on core defense issues and the remaining 1.5% on other defense-related areas, such as resilience and security. Seung-jae, Arirang News.